We are going to have some slowdowns with this storm system pushing off the East Coast, and that's going to be our biggest concern as it departs. Really is that storm system. Beyond that, there's not many problems throughout the west. We do have some snow showers across places like Helena, but overall I think we're looking fairly good and smooth traveling in many. So we're going to take you to the east. Nashville, maybe if we get some snow action tonight, we'll have a few minor delays through the morning hours as they work on clearing that, but the ultimate story is farther north. That's where we're still getting in on some of that snow. And Buffalo, our snow showers more likely to come in the afternoon with this storm system as it departs. Boston, you'll be getting in on a lot of that snow throughout the core of the day, so things are messy very quickly. New York City, major delays. If you're up early enough, maybe before 5 a.m., you can get in A-OK, but it's going to slow down really quickly after that as we see that transition into snow. Philadelphia, that transition to snow comes in around 8 a.m., so it's going to be really tricky there. And what do we get? A coating to an inch of snow in the city, but keep in mind some of those suburbs that you might be commuting from, that's where it's a little bit harder. This is the AccuWeather Wintercast. It's going to show you that probability of snow as if there's snow in your forecast, I should say, and you can get it anytime on AccuWeather.com or on the AccuWeather app. Check out some of our slow goes, or really no goes, if you will, for your morning. Tuesday morning, New York, it's a slushy morning commute. We're also looking at that snow. It's now 3 to 6 inches in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and Worcester getting 6 to 10 inches of snow. Meanwhile, the green light, full speed ahead, looks A-OK in places like Dallas, also San Bernardino. Just a bit of sunshine out there, no big problems. If you are flying, our flight cancellations are going to be of greatest concern for Tuesday. Hard if you're trying to get to your sweetheart by Valentine's Day, but things look much better for the middle and later part of the week. And then we'll see those flight cancellations go up again. In the north central tier of the nation, we've been missing out on the snow. From Minnesota into the Great Lakes, we've really found a void of snowfall. We typically have quite a bit of snow on the ground as we go through the middle of February, or at least at some point through the past couple of months. Not the case. And farther west, snow tends to vary a little bit more through the northern plains, especially into the high plains. But, you know, we've seen at least some of it on the ground. One of those big stories has been around Minnesota. For example, Minneapolis, you've been in a snow hole. We've almost had none of it so far this year. Last year, we had 55+ inches of snow, on our way up to 80+ inches of snow. Historical average is about 30 for this time of year. And the season, we've only got 7.3 inches so far this season. In fact, Nashville, Tennessee has gotten 7.6. So you've had more snow in Nashville than we've had in Minneapolis. And we're going to change that. Tuesday, still dry in Minneapolis. Same thing around the Great Lakes, but you can see that next storm system starting to get its act together and starting to come through. Sioux Falls, though, we're still in the mid-40s as we go through the day, which is fairly mild. Chicago, upper 30s for you, a couple degrees above historical average. And Minneapolis, still 10 degrees above historical average. But here's our shot at snow coming in as we go through Wednesday night across some of the Great Lakes. You can see this is a quick mover Wednesday into Thursday and beyond, and there's another one on its heels. So first up, Wednesday, Sioux Falls, you get in on the snow. Temperatures there in the upper 30s, but watch as we watch the storm system move from Thursday into Thursday afternoon, Wednesday night, I should say, into Thursday night. You can see the next one already on its heels in South Dakota. So we will see another storm system quick to follow as we head into Friday across the northern tier.